What's going on, you beautiful fur balls? We got some Oni Dex news to cover, games, some bullish news on the Gala side. We're going to talk about whether we still think it can be the first Gala Dex. We got to chat with the team a little bit, so we're going to cover all of that today. So first off, the team did want to do a giveaway. So we got 2 spheres up for a giveaway for Oni Dex. If you use that link down below to grab one of these spheres, you'll be entered into winning one of these 2 spheres. So there are 715 sold. Just going to cover the sphere info real quick in case you forget or forgot. With the Oni Dex, including their games and everything, 20% of all the earnings are going to be going to the spheres in the first year once Oni Dex has launched, and then it's going to drop to 15% in year 2 and then 10% for year 3 and on. About 715 of these have been sold, so there's about 285 left before the price increases. It's 1 BNB per sphere. Little spoiler alert, they do have a Cointelegraph article that's going to be coming out in the next week, so wanted to get this info out to my friends and folks just in case this pops up pretty quick to that 1,000 mark. So Gala, right? Gala chain. There's some difficulty working on it, right? We know that it's a permission network, and so I don't see any other folks trying to build this GalaChain DEX. So yes, it is a big thing that this team's trying to accomplish. I heard that they're connecting with Gala to try to work with the devs a bit to really, whether it's setting up the channels or figure out how to get this permission network running, because GalaChain desperately needs a decentralized exchange or something like that. I know that GalaChain is now on one centralized exchange, by True, I think. And so my assumption is there's just been, some with any new chain, right, and integrating into everything, it's difficulty, right? So hats off to this team for really taking this on and working on this. Now they got 2 kind of roads here, okay? One, they have the one team working on the decentralized exchange, really getting all the contracts up, really get those pools going, because that's what I want to see is liquidity, right? And being able to earn some liquidity on GalaChain instead of having to bridge off to Ethereum using Uniswap, all that fun stuff. Now, Oni did go ahead and publish their games page here. And same thing, earnings from these are going to be kind of poured into like the spheres and maybe a little bit into their lottery thing that they got running as well now. Now, this isn't like just fake little images here, is what I've been told. Is each one of these is a mini game that they have already, I believe, actually are just about complete and ready to kind of start pushing forward all these other ones. This very first one that they have, it is live. The link is down below, okay? I would definitely encourage you to check this out. Why? Because the leaderboard, if you're able to get in that top 3 leaderboard, you're gonna earn some crypto, which is super cool. I did play this. I'm on my computer here, so I can't really show you some of the gameplay, but definitely reminded me of Tetris, right? So the way the game works, right, is basically you got this big, square. You got the blocks. You got to put the blocks in, and then of course, if you run out of space and you can't fit your blocks, blah blah, the game ends. I only got up to like 326. It was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna be really good at it, right? And so I played it for quite a while, and it was definitely some difficulty there. But where's their leaderboard here? So they already have a leaderboard for these top 3 folks here, and the earnings are 1,000 Gala for first place, little BNB for second, little BNB for third place. These are the folks that we really should be supporting, or Gala should be supporting too, is, folks kind of trying to build and really build within the Gala ecosystem. So I think it's really cool that this team is continued to show some, progression here. And like I said, for the other, games that are coming out, I'm really excited to see what these other ones kind of look like, and maybe which one that I hopefully have some skill in. They're ONI Lottery. So they got this live. Now, the big thing that people have noticed, right, is obviously the total jackpot is not huge yet. Once things kind of get moving with Dex, any kind of injections and stuff, obviously we'll get a nice fatter jackpot to play around with here as well. The price per ticket's pretty low. What is that, like maybe $3 for per BNB per ticket? But really cool to see that they got this live and that it is functioning. I did test it out and it is working. Now, if you want, you should definitely be following them either on Twitter or down below is the Telegram if you want to jump in there and chat with the team. They're in there, they make comments, to folks and respond to people. So glad to see, they're still around, they're still working, they're still seeing movement, progression. This is all great. And what I've heard is, on the ETH and BNB side, that they have contracts already done, squared away, that those things are getting audited. And then Gala, that they're working really hard to try to make this go live as quick as possible. One of the bullish aspects for this and for the Oni Dex here is Gala Wallet. So this is in beta right now, but Gala Wallet has been published on iOS. Waiting to see it published on Android so I can go ahead and play that. Oh, and by the way, I think the block game right now is on Android, and I think iOS is going to be coming out here real shortly. Now, my reason I'm really bullish about this, excited, is because now that we have like something like a Gala wallet, right? Hopefully, there's some easier integration with Gala chain in the system, and so people maybe hopefully will be able to use like Gala wallet, right, to access something like a decentralized exchange like Oni, and be able to easily, sell Gala, purchase Gala, or G Trump, which I saw pop up on GalaChain as well. Gala, I think, still has some bullish stuff coming. Eric Benefactor is the CEO of Gala. There's a picture of him entering Mar-a-Lago, Trump's estate, and he's published a couple of papers on his Twitter here, which have been very interesting. Did I see GalaChain maybe be getting a government contract or something, or working with the government in some way or form or fashion on my bingo card? No, I did not. But here it is. So I am very hopeful because, yeah, if we're able to strike any kind of cool deal with the government, making a GalaChain for like the human and health services or anything for tracking this money, so we can stop fraud and actually see where all of our money is going from a taxpayer perspective, that would be incredible. And of course, if Gala grows, everything else grows around it. And if Oni has this GalaChain integrated here shortly, then this is going to be like the name. So whenever I think of different chains, right? So if I think of Solana, I think of Jupiter and Radium, right? Those are the two dexes. When I think of like Base, I think of like Aerodrome Finance, right? There's all these different dexes that you think of when you think of specific chains. And my hope is, because I have spheres, is that Oni can be that name for GalaChain, for decentralized exchange, which would be incredibly exciting. So I'm definitely looking forward to kind of seeing the continued progression here. I think we're still bullish in the market in general. With that Bybit hack and that little dip there, we recovered very nicely, which I think is all very bullish. I think that there's a lot of fear right now, and the little fear and greed index is good. I think purchasing right now is probably a good point, and I think we're going to definitely have some more bullish movement here shortly. Now, I've been watching the charts, right, and I am a hopium, but I think 96K Bitcoin isn't going to be our top, guys. I think we're going to move a little higher. I think we easily can see 120s, 130s before we start to kind of roll over at all. But who knows? The world, lots of different things happen. Maybe we get some nice cool peace treaty with Ukraine and Russia or something that happens, or maybe that ends and maybe that makes us bullishly spike, or maybe something implodes in the world. Who knows, right? Markets like to just go up and down. And as always, stay warm, Wookiees.